I am so slacking behind on my TikTok. Every month I say I'm gonna do it this month. I'm gonna do it this month. Oh man, I'm so
I
slow with it.
I think you'd be very surprised by how quickly you would grow over there. Like I think you would do very, very well.
Thank you. Now you're giving me more motivation. Okay.
Let's do it. I want to see it.
So we got a couple that rolled in. Apparently, we answered one of them. Just Milas said we were talking about. He wanted to know about the new video format, but we answered some of his questions already. So he sent in another
Awesome.
one. Do you know when it will be rolled out to everyone? Well, Ben, you could kind of jump in on that because you kind of stated it already.
Yeah, so I think from my understanding is it's already being slowly rolled out to some people, but as Instagram does what they do, it will be rolled out quite sporadically and likely by region too. And even don't be surprised if the guy beside you or the girl beside you has it and you don't. It's just the nature of things, but I would expect it to be out for the next few weeks for everybody.
Yeah. They have such a weird rollout program. I would love to know the
It's so
science and the
strange.
logic behind
It's
it.
yeah, and I'm sure it's like coded and incorporates a lot of elements far beyond my comprehension, but it is very weird.
Lawrence O'Donnell asks, what are your thoughts on moving on to TikTok as an e-com overnight oat breakfast pot brand? I've focused predominantly on Instagram so far, but want to target a younger audience on TikTok. Well, I mean, if you're looking for a younger audience, TikTok is one of the best places to go right now. Even
Yeah,
if it
and I
wasn't a
think
younger audience, it's probably.
yeah, I also think that just in terms of like the benefit that we're going this way because of the growth of TikTok is now like even Instagram's giving a lot of favorable treatment to Reels content. So and what you create for TikTok or for Reels, you can repurpose and you can throw it on Shorts too. So I would focus, especially if you're new, like vertical video, short form content is going to be a huge, huge help for you. And what I would say is go look at other brands that have had unconventional success. So for you, it looks like you're a product-based business. And a lot of times, like I'll deal with product-based brands and like, well, what do we do? There is proven formulas all over the place. Go take inspiration from them and then be creative in terms of how you can incorporate the elements of what made that successful and intriguing and made it go viral and try to work that in. And also be patient. But I will say TikTok is probably the only platform that has predictable virality, meaning if you put enough out there, something will pop to some degree.
So I'm gonna go to the Q&A. We got a couple questions in here. Um, let's see, from Ray of Sunshine. I'm assuming Florida for the FL. When will 60-second reels roll out? I have them on 2 grams, but not my biggest one. Once again, that goes back to the way Instagram rolls features
Instagram.
out. And as you stated, you have 2 other Instagram accounts and they
But
have
have them.
it, but your main one doesn't. And it's the weirdest thing. I have multiple Instagram accounts and 3 of them look completely different in regards to
Yeah.
some of their settings. And it's just the
Yeah.
weirdest thing. I don't know. How you had go through that as well?
Yeah, I've had completely different user experiences across on the same phone, just swapping between accounts. So it's very strange how they roll things out. I'm sure that's for split testing purposes to see what layout led to the most time being spent on it. But yeah, that's very, very strange. Hopefully you get it soon. I think even I have them here in Canada now, and we usually get stuff very slowly. So I would hopefully have it very soon.
I see a random question in the comments. Is the best way to start to flood content initially or post daily? Interesting question there.
That's a great question. I think it depends on the approach in which you're taking. If it's more a matter of you're trying to like content be the vehicle to drive growth, then I would say pace yourself and take the time to post great content. But if you're getting 9 pieces of content out there just for the source of showing that you're a real person and that you're going to post content, then you can do that too. I think you could probably have a mix of the two and get 9 pieces of content out where you don't stress too much about it, and then thereon forward focus on quality.
Yeah, I agree with that. And also if you can, whatever you decide to put out, try as best as you can to commit to that because you're kind of
Mm,
setting a guideline for your audience now. They're
yeah,
going to expect if you're putting out 2 posts a day, they're going to expect that. And the moment that you start to slip on that, you're going to start to lose their attention. So whatever you could actually commit to, if it's just
yes,
three
that's huge
posts a
too.
week, if it's just 3 posts a week, fine. But you could commit to that and your audience knows you're posting 3 times a week. So try to do that as well.
That's a great point too. And also from like Instagram has come out and said that they reward consistency, like whatever that can be for you. The more often, the better. But that's because they're still a for-profit business. So if they give you an audience, they want to
Yeah.
make sure that you're going to consistently provide for it.
Yeah, we're all employees of Instagram when you really think
Yeah,
about it. We're
essentially.
making them
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
They're the boss. All right, let's see what the next question is. From Aaron J. Perez, best entertainment, TV, film, streaming brand on social slash Instagram other than Netflix. It's funny you said that because the first thing I would have said was Netflix.
Netflix.
They have a great Instagram account. I'm sorry, that was the first one that came to mind.
Yeah.
Um,
See, I don't
did
even
anything come
follow
to you?
I don't follow any beyond Netflix, so I don't even know if I follow Netflix. But I've seen their content come up a lot. They have a very creative strategy there. But yeah, I don't even know if I've seen Hulu's content or anything like that. I'm gonna go look.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't recall seeing them. Maybe I might have seen a few HBO actually. I think I've
They
seen,
probably do.
especially when Game of Thrones was really big. There was a
Yeah,
lot of content coming out from HBO at that point in time. But I have to say, Netflix does better on. Uh, Sorry once again to talk about Netflix, but that's the number one that came up, and they do very well on social media compared to almost any other form of media. They're really slacking on everything else because I end up having to find out about a lot of their shows
through
through
social.
social media and
Yeah,
no other way, no other traditional, whether
yeah,
it's on TV or newspapers, which is so
yeah.
weird.
Yeah, I think it's probably just because they're like they understand where where most of their culture has been built, right? And they just kind of don't bite the hand that feeds you. Plus, you can typically get a lot more reach substantially cheaper via these vehicles too.
Yeah. Another one that did come to mind was Disney Plus. When they first started
Mm,
coming out, they kind of hit the
they're
ground
going
running
hard.
as well with a lot of their shows. Yeah. And but yeah, I think I gotta give Netflix the crown for that one.
Yeah, they get it for sure.
Let's see. Were there any other questions? I think that's all the questions that we have. Did I miss anything in the comments?